Before I start this video, I would like to inform you that I do offer spiritual services, and you can find my contact information in the description box of any one of my videos. Thank you. Welcome back. Today we're to talk about putting your spirits and your altars to the test. What do I mean by this? If you are a person who is working with an altar, working with spirits and this and that, put it to the test by seeing if it is correctly activated. What do I mean by that? What is an activating altar? An altar that is activated is an altar that has gone through the necessary procedures and steps before being created. You have to realize when you setting up an altar, there are certain rituals that must be done to either the photo or the statue that you are working with before you just place it there on the table. Just because you place a statue or a picture on a table does not mean that you are working with that specific deity. There has to be a ritual done to harness that spirit's energy into whatever vessel that you are using to work with it, to contact with it, to make contact with it. So to test whether or not you have correctly set up this altar, you should take a good look at your life. If you are a person who is working with a spirit that's supposed to bring you money, but yet you are clearly broke, clearly have no money, then it's either that altar has not been activated properly or you are serving that spirit incorrectly. If you're working with a spirit like Oshun or Ezelifuela to bring you love, but yet you don't go out on any dates, you got nobody in your DMs, clearly you are working with an altar that isn't activated, or you're working with a spirit that is not properly being served in the way that it wants to. Everyone gets into this working with altars and working with spirits, but none of you are actually looking at your environment to see if that spirit is actually even doing anything. You get into this placebo effect of thinking that you're working with a spirit when you're really not working with anything that's on that table or in that statue or on that photo. You're not working with anything. You think that you are, but you aren't. No matter how many candles you burn and incense you light, if you are serving a spirit but yet you don't see that spirit's blessings being put into your life and this and that, then it's clearly not done correctly. It's clear that you haven't done the necessary procedures and followed the steps to have this altar set up correctly. So in regards to testing the spirit directly, whenever you're working with a spirit, you're supposed to test that spirit to see what it can do. That's the best way to really learn the spirits that you're working with and build some form of a bond with them rather than just serving them. Send them out to do something. You're working with a spirit for love, send that spirit out to bring a specific person to you and see what happens. You're working with a very aggressive spirit, put that spirit on one of your enemies and see what happens. Test the spirit, see what it's about, see what it's able to actually do for you. You should never just be serving spirits and being a servant but getting nothing in return. You're sitting here lighting incense, giving plates and plates and food to spirits that aren't doing anything for you, or worse, to spirits that aren't even there. But anyways, that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.